Hello everyone. So here's a special article today from Bangalore Defence Academy. A very important talk that is going on in current affairs, that is Chief of Defence Staff. Now, what is the use of Chief of Defence Staff? Why the government want to focus on it? Why all of a sudden there is a need? Why people are talking about the future? That we are going to see it in detail today. The roles played by this Chief of Defence Staff, what are they going to do? How they are going to influence the decision making power of the government? Fine. Coming to Indian Armed Forces, we have Army, then we have Navy, and then we have Air Force. If you see in the current situation or the current scenario, if there is an external threat for India, Army, Navy, Air Force, Army is going to conduct its own operation, Navy is going to conduct its own operation, and Air Force is going to conduct its own operation. There is not much coordination among all the three services. This in future won't work because we need synergy. So, friends, the government came up with an idea that the Army, Navy, Air Force, each one have their own chief, and the senior most person among them will be called as Chief of Defense Staff. Now, what are the roles played by this? Is this three forces enough, or are they going to play the only role of playing the security scenario? We have something called as paramilitary also. Paramilitary consists of BSF, then we have CISF, then we have CRPF and ITBP and Shasastra Seema Bal. This is paramilitary forces. Okay, friends. So now the roles played by paramilitary forces are different. At the same time, we have Coast Guard. We have so many things going on for the safety and the security of the nation. All of a sudden, Chief of Defense Staff is a new thing in our government. So let us see in detail what is going to happen in future. If you see the current scenario, the armed forces of the Union, namely the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force, this three is going to have a chief, that is Chief of Defense Staff. Next, the integrated headquarters of the Ministry of Defense, comprising Army Headquarters, Naval Headquarters, Air Headquarters, and Defense Staff Headquarters. They three are going to play a major role in the formation of Chief of Defense Staff. The Territorial Army, the Chief of Defense Staff is going to take control. Works relating to the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force, and the works will be discussed up in upcoming few minutes in detail. The procurement exclusive to the services except the capital acquisition. Except the capital acquisition. The candidate, those who are preparing for CDS or CAPF or even civil service examination, should keep in mind this word except the capital acquisitions, because most of the time the statement 1 will be confused. Statement wise questions like statement 1, statement 2, they may give capital acquisitions removing the word and except or only or something like that. Okay, friends. So these are the five important points you have to keep in mind. Those who are going to write an essay in CAPF, the latest trend in the higher defense organization, this is the point you can start with. Coming to the benefits, what is the benefit of having this position? There will be a coordinated defense doctrines. As I said before, if in today's scenario, if there is an external threat or a war, Army is going to have its own operation, Air Force its own, and Navy its own. There won't be coordination. In future, this will not help, and the future war will be a cyber war. Coming to this scenario, the coordinated defense, there will be coordination. But that doesn't mean the chief of defense staff is going to give order to all the other things. Please do keep in mind, he's just going to play a role which is going to be between the Raksha Mantri. Okay, RM, then you have chief of defense staff, and then you have the other three senior most staffs. So he's just going to play a role of mediator. He's not going to order the other three services. Please do keep it in mind. Next, a long way of fostering jointmanship among the three services. As I explained you, jointmanship. There will be a unity, a coordination. Next, the country would be benefited by coordinated action on greater jointmanship in training. We require a lot of training, and always the soldiers should be on the move so that they are agile and they are ready for any circumstances. The logistics, we need to provide a lot of logistics. Then the operations, as well as for the priorities of procurements. These are the two things which will happen easily when there is chief of defense staff, because he can effectively communicate to the civil administration or the Raksha Mantri. Next, we have the duties. This is a very important slide which you can tell in your interview or you can put in your essay topics. Chief of Defense Staff will administer tri-service organization. Tri-service organization, that is like three commands I told you, like Army, Navy, Air Force. The main thing here we are focusing is on the cyber and the space. Cyber and the space. So the future war will be fought on the cyber and the space. The Chief of Defense Staff is going to have a coordinated efforts on the cyber and the space command. Next, he will be a member of Defense Acquisition Council. Defense Acquisition Council. Now you already know that a lot of fleets like MiG-21 is grounded. MiG-27 is grounded just recently, 2 days back. Then you have a lot of helicopters to be grounded, and if I need to keep my Air Force or the Navy or the Army young, we need weapons. And for these weapons, we need permission from the government so that the money will be released from the budget and it can be utilized for keeping our forces young, strong, and agile. So he is going to play a very important role in Defense Acquisition Council. How much money will be required, which weapons to be brought, and he is going to give an idea to Raksha Mantri. Whoever is the defense minister, he will be giving the idea. And Defense Planning Committee chaired by NSA. There are two important people. The first is Raksha Mantri and the next is Defense Planning Committee chairman. He is going to give little instruction because he has lot of knowledge about his commands. Next, function as he is going to function as the military advisor. He is going to be functioning as the military advisor to the nuclear command authority, bringing about the jointness in operation. The main role will be like operation command, then logistics, transport, training, support services, communications, repairs and maintenance, etc. So here the main goal is there need to be a coordination. These points you can add up in your essay or in your lecturate or anywhere it is. Communication, repairs and maintenance, like that. Next, ensure optimal utilization of infrastructure and rationalize it through jointness among the services. Implement 5-year defense capital acquisition plan. Again, it is the same acquisition kind of thing. And then 2-year roll on annual acquisition plan. Now there is a target 5 years, and this will be like 2 years and 2 years, like that. So whatever acquisition or we have bought it from France or any other country, they are going to be like closely monitored by the Chief of Defense Staff. Next, assign inter-service prioritization to capital acquisition proposals based on the anticipated budget. Whatever is budget given or the sanctioned budget to the government of by the government of India to the armed forces, they are going to take care of it. Next, bringing about reforms in the functioning of three services aimed at augmenting combat capabilities of the armed forces by reducing wasteful expenditure. So now here you have to keep in mind that the wasteful expenditure, the unnecessary expenditure is going to be brought down. So these are the important duties of Chief of Defense Staff. The candidate those who are going to prepare for CAPF or the candidate those who are preparing for civil service can put this point as the latest duties to be done by Chief of Defense Staff. Next, we are from Bangalore Defence Academy. The courses offered here are CDS, AFCAT, INT, CAPF and other extra courses for soldier entry and all. The batches are running throughout the year. Admissions are open. You can join us in Telegram by just tapping Bangalore Defence Academy in your search box and you can just join. You can join us in Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, etc. If you have any doubt, you can WhatsApp us on 7598486430. Thank you. Have a nice day. Jai Hind.